the international agencies such as WHO know better than what you can come up with your own cohort of people. So we should stave off this hard mentality, and I would say that religious gatherings and such, uh, it is not the best time to do so publicly. And you can also pray. I guess you can pray in every religions at home, so you should resort to that. For two, we have trials. These medicinal trials of vaccine cure are ongoing. People are working. There is, again, I'm saying it for the 13th time, that there is no need to panic. And even without a definitive cure, there is a lot of hope for herd immunity. So what is it? So when many of them have these viruses, then we are going to develop some form of immunity to them, especially when people are mildly affected by the disease. So once we have a herd mentality, once we have a large part of the population who have some form of immunity against the virus, which is acquired naturally, then we can then our hospitals can accommodate the load of the patients. This is called flattening the curve. You can see some articles. You just search flattening the curve in your favorite search engine and you will find it. For you who have urgency and urgent, action is to be taken for symptoms of the ongoing pandemic. So if you have severe symptoms that are characteristics of this COVID infection, these symptoms you can find at who.int. I'm not going to reiterate that because there might be some special uh, new symptoms that are being reported. So um, we should act urgent in those situations. So it is not going to be easy when there is a high load of patients. So we should also keep in mind and quarantine ourselves. Next, we have this is slightly depressing, even though I'm vlogging. This is obviously distressing. For V, we have volume control that is necessary. This is not about one patient. The team battle is between the virus and humanity. So whenever, if there is an urgent necessity of food or something essentials, then you should go as a single person part of family. Everyone of your family do not need to go outdoors. They do not need to see the scenery or the busy life outside, because this is a pandemic and this is something very serious. For W, we have war efforts. It is not unusual for pandemics. I said, and already we have the military involved. Many of the Russia is sending uh, help to Italy, which is one of the worst affected countries in this pandemic, through their military doctors and military forces. And also in Croatia, as we learned yesterday, there was an earthquake, and it greatly exacerbated the problem, because in the earthquakes you are supposed to keep outside of your homes, but in an epidemic which is also going on uh, in Italy, it is the reverse. You should need to stay at home. So Croatia, it's also going in Croatia in smaller numbers. So in Croatia it is a more difficult situation. So it is not unusual to see war efforts. You shouldn't be startled to see military or these military police or military members in your city helping the efforts. So you should also expect services except emergencies to be closed or reduced. It is already happening. A lots of trains and buses are being cancelled in our country. So it is normal in the case of a pandemic. For X, we have xenophobia. This has no justification. It happens in the United States, where the president called it a Chinese virus, and many of the Chinese people are offended with a lot of justification, because there is going to be some, at least some xenophobic attacks on them. This also happens in our country, unfortunately, where people of the northeastern states, they have this uh, look which is similar to the people from China. So people are getting wary of them, and people are also sometimes mocking them. That is absolutely not justified. And for why, we have Y2K. So there are so many conspiracy theories regarding this pandemic. So uh, everyone is supposed to know this, but sometimes people don't. That is, this virus has nothing to do with computer viruses. This has nothing to do with astrology and other stuff. So we should learn basic virology. And in these days it is very easy to learn. Just search in Wikipedia or Google or something like that, and you get the answers of what is a virus and how these viruses transmit their negative effects throughout human populations. And finally, for Z we have the zenith. That's the thing, that's the up, and it is to be taken in the positive sense. In the up we have the best outcome. This can be achieved with zeal and with a coordinated effort. So everyone, uh, stay at home, do your thing by yourself. Use this vlogging computer channels, do exercises at home. You can also twirl your hair like I did, and we can fight this pandemic all together. Thank you.